Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. Um, and my name is Reverend Christine Boylan. It's wonderful to see people here in the sanctuary and to know that there are people joining us online. And to all of you, no matter what your status is, I'm saying Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And we have a special gift this Sunday. And I have two daily words, and that is Unity's daily prayer booklet. And one's a large print and one's a regular print. And we are raffling them off for free. Now, so I hope you got your raffle ticket. And I want to give you a little piece of advice. Some of you already get the daily word, right? You go, oh, I don't need that. I already get it. Well, how wonderful that you already get it. And now, if you were to win, you get to give it as a gift to somebody. So don't deny the universe giving you a gift. Say yes, and then pass it on if you can. So thank you all for that. We're going to be announcing the winner near the end of the service. Now, for those who missed the announcements the other Sundays, our wonderful music director, Carolyn, is going to be leaving us at the end of this May. And she's got some very cool things going on, and we wish her much success in her new endeavors. And definitely, the last Sunday in May, we'll have a big party. It's got to include cake. Definitely include cake. And if anyone wants to bring cupcakes, that would be good too. But all of you are part of the search committee for the new music director. And yes, you did not raise your hand for this. You have been voluntold, okay, that you are all part of the search committee. So when you go out into the atrium, on the table, you'll see some flyers that announce the new the advertisement promotion for the new music director. So please take one or two or three and give them to people who like music or who play music or who may know people who know people who know people who play music, because that's how something like this position will most likely get filled. I do have it listed on Indeed, and we are starting to get some people who are interested, but please help us do that. We appreciate all of you actively participating in the search committee. Now, worship assistant, Rob, is going to speak in more detail about our upcoming fundraiser. That's a live production of a radio play, but I want to give you some background information. The company is called ImagineX, and you might have remembered that a year or so ago they put a play on about Orson Welles' War of the World, and Lighten was part of that, as was Kirk as the Irish policeman, and it was an amazing production. It was so well done, and so in gratitude for us allowing them to not only put the production on here, but also for giving them space to rehearse at different times, they are putting a play on at no charge for us here, as a benefit for Unity of Greater Hartford. They are thanking us, and I want all of us to thank them. Right? They are doing this amazing gift to us, to put on this play, to bring all their people. This is a play that has music and sound effects and all kinds of neat staging, and they're putting this all on as a way to thank us. And I would like all of us to not only show up so they have a full house, but also to buy the tickets and to encourage other people to buy the tickets. So this is an easy fundraiser for us if we all participate. And that's what I'm really asking you to do. You were all given a flyer when you came in. Take that flyer home with you. Call some people up. Ask your family and friends to join you. All right? And if you really want to be great at this, you can go online and buy 5 tickets at $15 each. Okay? And then either give the ticket to a friend as a gift, or you wouldn't believe the deal I got for you on this ticket. It's only 15. Everyone else is paying 20 or 25. For you, it's 15. So help us say thank you, not only to ImagineX, but also to Unity of Greater Hartford. Help us meet our budget this year. That would be wonderful. So there is a board member on duty today, and that is the board member you want to go to if you have a question or a concern and you cannot find me. So the board member on duty today is Lighten, right? Lighten, I think you're it. So raise your hand, Lighten. There he is. So if you've got a question about what's going on here today, please see Lighten. Now, when you arrived, you should have been handed a bulletin for today that includes information about the songs. And just a reminder that when you leave the sanctuary today, please take those papers with you and put them in the basket on the bench, and that way we can recycle them. And I'm just going to ask, because I see our greeters are in the sanctuary, if anyone did not get a raffle ticket for to win a daily word, please raise your hand, and they will come around with the tickets. So raise your hand high if you didn't get one. We have one here and one over there. Okay. All right, so if you would have that bulletin in front of you, we're going to say out loud together our welcome affirmation. So together, unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We welcome, value, and include all people. Now, our monthly affirmation focuses on our spiritual faculty of power. And the affirmation, which is on your bulletin, also on the homepage of the website, unityhartford.org. And that monthly affirmation is, I embrace my spiritual aspect of power, and I use that power to express positive thoughts and words for the good of all. And I invite you to use this affirmation in your daily prayer practice. All of us joining our voices together will create a mighty vibration in the world. And so now, our worship assistant, Rob, is going to light the Christ candle. And as he does, we take a moment to remember the Christ light that is always alive in us. Sometimes we forget that we are the Christ perfect, and yet it's there for us if we take a moment to remember. So I'm going to ask you now to just take a moment and join me in prayer. Today we pray. We come and we join together in prayer, using the power of the spoken word, using our words to create good in the world, to create love in the world, to create the highest and the best for all. This Sunday, as we come together and celebrate in many different ways Mother's Day, we focus on that divine feminine within each one of us. And we use our words, the power of our words, to express that idea, that divine idea in every way and in every way. So let's take a moment in the silence where we can open our hearts and our minds to see what we're being called to do with this incredible spiritual faculty of power. And we become aware in this moment of silence. Today and every day, I will use my spiritual faculty of power for the good of all. I will use my faculty of power in my thoughts, in my mind, and in my words. May they always be helpful. May they always be positive. May they always be filled with love and compassion. For I am the power of the divine. I am the very expression of the divine in the universe today and every day. And for that knowing, that understanding, I say thank you. Thank you, sweet spirit. And so it is. Amen. And now I'd like to welcome up our choir and our music director, Carolyn. Welcome to all of you. Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, Unity. All right, so on your way in, you were handed a piece of paper with the lyrics to today's songs. So let's gather that in our hands and stand as we are able and join in singing our opening songs, starting with Opening Up to the Good. Good? Okay. I am opening up to the good. I am opening up to the good. I am opening up to the good that is my life. I am opening up to the joy. I am opening up to the joy. I am opening up to the joy that is my life. I am opening up to the peace. I am opening up to the peace. I am opening up to the peace that is my life. I am opening up to the love. I am opening up to the love. I am opening up to the love that is my life. I am opening, 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 I am opening to the good that is my life. I am opening, 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 I am opening to the good that is my life. All right, so we actually have a brand new one for you this morning. All right, take a look at the next one, Expect Your Miracle. Now, the good thing about this is that every section repeats. It's like 2 times, 3 times. So if you don't catch it the first time, catch it the second time, okay? We're going to do a small practice, and then we're going to try it together. So choir and I are going to sing it to you, and then you sing it back, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. What do you think? Can you do that?
We're ready.
That's no problem. Let's do it. Ready? Let's actually, you want to just start? Let's start. Everything happens a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. One more time. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, hey, just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. Again, I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. One more time. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, hey, just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. You did it. Thank you so much. You may take your seats.
Thank you, choir and Carolyn. My name is Rob Morehouse, and I am pleased to be your worship assistant today. Here's what's happening in our church community. There are a lot of events coming to Unity of Greater Hartford. You can check them out. Where did it go? Oh, I put it here. No, I didn't. All right.
That's it. There you go.
Is that it? Okay, sorry. Okay, I think I'm back. You can check the events out on this flyer, which is found in the atrium as well. Spring into summer events. Reverend Christine spoke about the live stage production of an old-time radio play to benefit our church. Everyone should have received a flyer with the details when they came into the sanctuary today. If not, please pick one up in the atrium. One of the events listed is a play by the ImagineX Theater Company. Last year they held one of their plays here, and this year they will be holding a different play, but this time it's a fundraiser for Unity of Greater Hartford. It will be held on Saturday, May 24th at 3 p.m. If you pay online, the fee is going to be $25. If you pay by cash or check, $20. And if you sign up 5 or more people, each ticket is $15. I know, isn't that great? You can sign up multiple people online. So the best deal is to buy 5 tickets at $15 each and then give them or sell them to others. There are envelopes in the atrium that you can use for cash or check. This is going to be a wonderful and fun opportunity to raise funds for Unity and to introduce people to Unity. Let's all come together to make this fundraiser successful. On Sunday, June 1st, we will be welcoming Andrea Paquin in concert at 1 p.m. There's a suggested love offering of $20, which you can pay for in advance or at the door. Andrea is an amazing musician, so plan to stay and allow her music to feed your soul. Beginning on Sunday, June 8th, we will be holding a new class, the Questions class. This class will be held on 3 consecutive Sundays from 12:15 to 2 p.m. and is free to current members. If you are not yet a member, the fee is $25, and if you attend at least 2 of the 3 classes, you are eligible for membership at Unity of Greater Hartford. There are flyers in the atrium. Bring your questions about unity, God, or any spiritual topic, and be prepared for an inspiring and interesting gathering. And now it's greeting time. Please stand but remain in your pew as we offer each other the Gandhi blessing for peace, which is a call and response. Let us work together for unity and peace. And now repeat after me. I offer you peace. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I see your beauty. I hear your needs. Our wisdom flows from the highest source. Our wisdom flows from the highest source. And I salute that source in you. Salute that source in you. Amen. Please have your seats. Please join me in affirming our statement of faith, which is on the bulletin. Together, there is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as my life, God, the good omnipotence. Amen. Today's daily word is mother's love, and the affirmation is, the tenderness of mother's love shows me the presence of God on earth. The message reads, love is a life-giving force, a tremendous power that binds all people in God. It is through this love we are all members of one family. A mother and all those who selflessly share motherly love give warmth and depth to the free-flowing love of God. There is something so pure, so warm and comforting about a mother's love. This is the love that encourages me when I doubt myself, that accepts me when the world feels cold, and that celebrates my successes and helps me shine. No matter how mother's love comes into my life, I recognize and give thanks for its divine source. As the motherly love I have felt throughout my life has blessed me, I pray those who have loved me so tenderly and fiercely know the love of God as they have shared it so generously. Our Bible reference is from the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 29. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Again, the daily word is mother's love, and the affirmation is, the tenderness of mother's love shows me the presence of God on earth. And so it is. Amen. And now I'd like to invite Reverend Christine to the podium.
Well, this is the time in our service when we have the opportunity to experience and express gratitude, love, and prosperity. And so take this moment to become aware of how Unity teachings have blessed your life, have helped you navigate your way through the world, maybe just a little bit better. And so as you take that idea, that gratitude into your heart this morning, consider how you can say thank you. And there are so many ways to do that, and we bless and are grateful for all the different ways that that happens. And so we ask you to, again, to consider giving, to give not only of your finances, but also to give of your heart. So today, we are affirming that God is our one source of all, and how grateful we are to know that. And as you consider showing your gratitude, also show your gratitude by holding all of us in love today. Give that as a special blessing to everyone here today and everyone joining us online, that blessing of love directly from you. Let yourself feel as grateful as you can to God in you as your one true source of all. And then please join me in the offering blessing that is on your bulletin. Together, divine love, flowing as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive, and so it is. Will the ushers please come forward? Oh, I see it. Thank you.
I'm just gonna check in with my friend over there. There we go. Okay. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. Ave Maria, Kyrie I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. Ave Maria, Kyrie I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God.
Well, happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day. Well, we're certainly grateful to our moms, if for no other reason than they gave us life. We're here because of them. And even if we are not a mom ourselves in the traditional sense, we might have played that role with others and even ourselves. And certainly in a metaphysical or spiritual sense, we are all moms. We all have within us the divine feminine as well as the divine masculine. We are all both of those, so that Mother's Day is about all of us. And recently I was thinking about my own mother, who passed away a few years ago. And I was thinking that she had 5 children, 5 kids in a span of 10 years. What was she thinking? Uh, I look back, I have no idea how she handled that, because for many of those years she was also working outside of the house, and my father, her husband, worked crazy hours as a car salesman. So I really have no idea how she did that. But of course it was a little bit different. You know, I could go out of the house with my siblings in the morning. She might not see me for lunch, and I had to be back for dinner. But I was relatively safe, just roaming around the neighborhood. Well, then I see my own siblings and their kids. They don't have 5, but they have several. And it got to be a little different and more difficult in a different way, right? And now I see their children, my nieces and nephews, having kids. Again, not 5, 1, maybe 2, and yet they can't just send them out, the front door and let them be. And they have to be much more hands-on. And of course, nowadays, both parents are working outside the house. So I'm still find myself in amazement of how people do this. I just can't even. I marvel at them. So today I want to help lighten the load for moms and for all of us, because I haven't met anyone who says, I am just filled with joy and happiness every single second of the day. I don't have any worry or concern. No, I hear that a lot of us feel overwhelmed. And so this is for everyone today. But we're going to first look at this mother idea in a spiritual and metaphysical way, and then lightening the load may look a bit easier for all of us. So we go to the Bible, and in Genesis we read, "And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And God created man in his own image, male and female created he them." Thus, human beings created in the likeness of God must have within them the essence of father, mother, male, female. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore attributed each of the 12 spiritual powers to have a predominant feminine or male, masculine attribute. He advocated for a balance of both to be essential for a healthy and balanced person. He taught that inherent in each person is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And each power, each spiritual power, embodied one of these divine aspects. Now in Genesis, again, God said, "It is not good that man should be alone." And when we interpret this metaphysically, it means it's not good for the divine feminine or the divine masculine to act alone. Mr. Fillmore assigned each spiritual power to the divine feminine or masculine, and he assigned the spiritual power of love to the feminine aspect and the spiritual power of wisdom to the masculine, and taught that this was another example of how the two powers and aspects work together to bring peace and abundance into our lives, drawing on both our divine feminine and our divine masculine, as well as relying on our spiritual powers of love and wisdom, brings us into balance and can even help us discern ways to lighten our load and reduce anxiety and feelings of overwhelm. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "There is one mind common to all individuals, and by lowly listening, we shall hear the right word." Lowly listening. Well, Unity teacher Eric Butterworth said that the great need of our day is for more training in the art of lowly listening. And that lowly listening is to take the time to go within. Today we call it meditation, we call it mindfulness, but it's that time to pause and breathe and go within. And so that's the great need today. It's time to acknowledge that reasoning alone has never solved the human problems. We do have a continuing need to turn within, to be still and to know, to remember, male and female, he created you. In the silence, you may find the balance of mind and heart together, wisdom and intuition together to help you feel balanced. And then when we look at our life, it appears that there's too much, we're overwhelmed. We may just realize that the best way to do is to be. The best way to do is to be, to take that pause, to breathe and go within, to get that balance between our divine feminine and our divine masculine. In fact, Albert Einstein said that all his work was the result of intuition and not just of logic and reason. So perhaps now more than ever, we all need the intellect to heed the heart. We need the spiritual power of love and wisdom to come together for balance, to lighten our load. Yes, within each one of us, we have both the divine feminine and masculine qualities, and at any time, one may prevail over the other, which can cause us to feel out of balance and overwhelmed. And yet, there might even be a deeper understanding that is called for. So I want to tell you about a wonderful story that many of you may already know. Well, in 1957, a large clay statue of the Buddha had to be moved out of the Thai monastery to another location. The monastery needed to be relocated for the most ridiculous of reasons, to add a place for a new highway. But this large clay statue was so precious an idol, and they brought in a special crane to come in and to lift it with care. However, as they were lifting, the crane was lifting, the actual weight of the Buddha was so much that it started to crack. And the head monk got very nervous and said, no, lower it very carefully, lower it. And then it started to rain. Even now more worried as he started to see cracks in the Buddha. So they went and got a big tarp, put a tarp all over it. Later that night, the monk, still being nervous, came out with a flashlight. He wanted to lift up the tarp and look underneath and see if it was okay. But when he shone his light on the statue, he was shocked to discover that there was a light shining back at him. Well, he went inside and quickly got a hammer and a chisel, and as he gently tapped at the clay, pieces of the clay began to fall off. And after hours of arduous work, he stood there beholding a 10-foot tall, magnificent gold statue of the Buddha. Well, now it sits in the temple of the Golden Buddha, and it's worth over $200 million. Historians believe the Buddha had been purposely covered with clay by the Thai monks several hundred years earlier to protect it from an attack by the Burmese army. They were concerned that their precious Buddha statue might be stolen or even destroyed. However, in the attack, all the monks had been killed, and the secret of the Buddha, the Golden Buddha, went with them. This truth was hidden for hundreds of years. It's a wonderful story, isn't it? And it has a great question for all of you. How long are you going to hide your treasure? Are you going to hide your light? You entered this world as perfection, as an original blessing. Each one of us has it all within us. And yet over the years, we have limited ourselves. We have covered ourselves with limiting labels and negative beliefs. And little by little, we have covered over our inner light, our inner splendor. It didn't happen all at once. It happened over many, many years. Many labels, many roles, many negative beliefs. Someone might have teased us as being clumsy. So we took on the label of clumsy and placed it right on us. Someone might have not appreciated our artwork. So we took that label of, I'm not creative, and placed that label on us. Or we read a book about the ideal mother, or viewed a movie about the perfect mom, and now we decided that we are not a good mom. And another layer, another label goes on. Just envision yourself being covered with those little memo sticks, those little, what are they called, Rob? Those little sticks. Post-its. There we go. My mind just left me. Just imagine yourself being covered with all these Post-its, right? And we did that to ourselves. Now, many years later, we're not only looking at ourselves, but we're looking at the world through all these Post-its. And it doesn't look that great. We become overwhelmed as we strive to see more clearly, as we strive to embrace our sacred abundance in ourselves and in the world. Yet despite all the Post-its, all the clay that blocks our truth from shining, that inner light, that Christ light within us is still shining bright. Yeah, it's going to take some effort. You don't have to get a hammer and chisel, but it still will take some effort to chisel away all the limiting and erroneous labels and beliefs. But it can happen more easily as we affirm who we truly are, that we are the light in the world. And it doesn't really matter how my light shines, as each of us will shine our light in our own unique, special way. But it does matter that we embrace that inner splendor and shine. The author of the book that I based this series of Sacred Abundance on was written by Reverend Ryder, and it's called Sacred Abundance. Well, she writes of her own struggle to allow her inner light to shine. And it finally happened, or it made sense to her, when she discovered spiritual Windex. You don't know about that? Spiritual Windex? Yeah, well. Imagine a lighthouse, a building that shines its light for others. The light is pure, it's brilliant and perfect, and knows only and always to shine its light in all directions. However, this light needs to shine through the glass of the lighthouse. Over time, the glass gets dirty, smeared, smudged, and even scratched. Soot and sea spray collect on the glass, and visitors might even write some messages in the dirt, like clean, get yourself clean, right? As the glass gets darker and dingier, less of the light can be seen by those out on sea. But the light is no less brilliant or perfect. It is simply limited by the years of stuff on the glass. So the question is our glass smudged, dingy, with limiting labels and lack beliefs about ourselves? What are we to do? Get some spiritual Windex. Spiritual Windex is any conscious act or practice that is meant to bring us back to our light. And as we let our light shine more clearly, our load will certainly be lighter. Each time we pause and breathe and go within, that glass gets a little cleaner. Spiritual Windex can also be when we spend time in a like-minded spiritual community, or attending a prayer group, reading a positive spiritual book, practicing self-care, and even holding others in prayer. All of these and many, many other spiritual focused applications will heal and clear away the glass of our soul, so our inner light shines for all the world to see. We need all of our lights to shine brightly and unhindered. And as we do, we lighten our load. We lighten the load of others. We all can feel less overwhelmed and truly live a life of sacred abundance. So this week, I encourage all of you to get some spiritual Windex. Use a little of that spiritual Windex on your soul and allow your inner light, your inner splendor, to shine for yourself and for everyone in your life. You just might lighten your load, and you just might discover that you are a blessing. You are perfect just the way you are. Happy Mother's Day. Namaste.
So we have now come to the time in our service when we like to form a circle-like shape together, starting in the front here, and we will sing together our Unity Peace Song. And you may want to turn off Reverend Christine's mic while you're at it. She doesn't like to sing solos, I know that. All right, looking great. Looking great. Let's take a deep breath together and then we'll sing our Unity Peace Song. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let
If you wish to remain standing in the circle, please do so for our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please take your seats. As Reverend Christine extinguishes the Christ candle, we remember and affirm that the Christ light within us can never be dimmed, for we are always one with the divine.
I think we need to clap after we sing the peace song. You know, I think we do a really good job of that, so I'm going to ask you guys to clap from now on, okay? Everybody all right with that? All right, good. You want to do that now? Okay, there we go. Good job. And now, drum roll, please. We have, there we go. Thank you, Marie. We're going to pick the winners of the 2 daily words. So I'm going to come down here. I don't know if the camera can still follow me, but we'll see. Okay. Jim Bryan. Yes. So, would you like large or regular? Dealer's choice. Okay. All right, well, let's see who we get for the second one. All right. They may have a preference. All right. Bob Leo. All right, Bob. So let's go to Bob first and see if he has a preference, and then whatever left we will give to Jim. Thank you both. Well, thank you to everyone who helped with today's service, especially our prayer chaplains for holding us in sacred prayer. And so after the service, we will have a prayer chaplain up here, and that prayer chaplain today is Agnes. And so if you would like one-on-one prayer, all you need to do is come up to Agnes, thank you, Agnes, and say, would you pray with me? And she'll take it from there. You also have in the pocket in front of you where you're sitting, there's a prayer card. You can fill that prayer card out, and you can put it in the prayer box that's in the back at the candle lighting table. And so after you put your prayer in the box, you can light a candle, maybe take an affirmation card to use in your time of prayer. And if you are online and would like, or if you're anywhere and you would like prayer, all you need to do is send us an email. Send that to prayerrequest@unityhartford.org. And we will make sure that your prayer request gets put in the prayer box, that our prayer chaplains pray over it, and we are, all of us, so honored. All of our prayer chaplains are so honored to pray with you. So thank you for giving us that opportunity. Now, there are many others who helped with today's service, and I'm going to go through them all, and then we'll thank them all. First of all, our worship assistant, Rob, our hospitality team that's led by Georgine, and many others helping today. I know that Wendy, thank you for making the coffee, and Willie for helping to set up. So thank you all, and certainly if people can help us clean up, that would be wonderful too. Thank you to our tech team, Michael, Julie, Jim, and Tony. Our greeters, Lisa and Lois, and our ushers, that is Richard and Willie, right? Okay. And of course our choir. Thank you to Liston and Wendy, and of course Rob. And now, thank you to all of them. And if this is your first time here, if you're in the sanctuary with us, we welcome you. There's a packet of information about this church, about Unity Worldwide Movement on the table in our atrium, and I'm sure people can help you with that. But if you're watching online and it's your first time visiting us, then if you would like to receive that packet, just send us an email. And in that email, include your mailing address, and we will get that out to you. You want to send that email to officemgr at unityhartford.org. That's our office manager, Tony, and she will put that in the mail to you. Whether you're here in the sanctuary or whether you're joining us online, thank you for being with us today and for bringing the blessing that is you to all of us. Now, next week, next Sunday, I'm going to be in Philadelphia for a family wedding, and I'm not officiating the wedding. I'm just having fun. So I'll be with my very extended family. It'll be a lot of fun, but you're in for a treat next Sunday, so you better all be here. The one and only Lee Dittman will be our guest speaker next week. And so, yes. Oh, okay. We would expect no less. We would expect no less, Lee. So you'll be in, I know, for a wonderful treat with Lee. Well, we have another person to thank, and that, of course, is our wonderful music director, Carolyn. Thank you so much. And what is our final song today?
You are invited to join in singing the final song. You'll find that on the back of your song sheet there. And it is Let Your Love Flow. And you can certainly stand if you want to. There's a reason for the sunshiny sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the summer nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love go where the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. Let the wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace, and feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you know what I mean. It's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason. Nice job. That was lovely. Thank you. Thanks to everyone for joining us here today. And please join us after the service in the community room for beverages, snacks, coffee, fellowship. We look forward to seeing you on Wednesday evening for 30-minute meditation service that's held on Facebook. And, of course, next Sunday here in person or on the website or Facebook for 10:30 a.m. Sunday service. So as you go through your week, practice letting go, and experience the blessings of sacred abundance. Have a wonderful day. Happy Mother's Day.